Dear friends, we are today in the second day of our journey to the consecration to Saint Joseph. And today we're going to talk about the litanies, because the litanies will be almost the theme of every day, which will help us to understand the real virtues of Saint Joseph. In the readings of today, the chapter begins with the story of Father Maximilian Kolbe, Saint Maximilian Kolbe, and also for a priest called Joseph Kentenich, which is the founder of the Schoenstatt movement. Both of them were tremendously devoted to the Blessed Mother, and Father Joseph said that the whole world will be changed and different if everybody would be consecrated to the Blessed Mother. And he talks about a covenant of love with Mary. He was sure that the world will be changed through the consecration of Mary. At the same time, he was saying that the consecration of Mary is connected with the consecration to Joseph. Actually, he says we must become apparitions of Saint Joseph by imitating his virtues, especially his faithful love as a husband and as a father. So really, this consecration to Joseph brings us to imitate Joseph both as faithful husband and loving father. Especially in the world today, confused by the gender ideology and confusion about the total consecration, confusion about the family life, the total consecration to our spiritual father, Saint Joseph, is very important, is necessary. So Joseph is going to teach us how to be family united, how to be good spouses, how to be good parents of our children. The litanies of Saint Joseph will prepare you for total consecration to your spiritual father and teach you how to resemble his virtues. And so this is a very important step, and it is a very important journey, because we are going to learn about the virtues of Saint Joseph, and then we are going to put them into practice. Saint Joseph is your model for loving Jesus, Mary, and the souls. He is going to teach us the right way in which we can love our spouses, we can love our children. He was the best spouse and the best father. So we are going to learn and imitate him. It is important that we take him as our model. It is important that we try to do what he did, to live how he lived, because then it will be the best thing for us and for our family. Joseph was intimately united to Mary and Jesus. Imagine the love that he had for Mary, his spouse. Imagine the love and the devotion and almost like the reverence he had for Jesus. He knew that he was the Son of God. And so if we want to be and learn this deep, intimate relationship with Mary and Jesus, that's where we can find it. We find it with Saint Joseph. The second part of this program is going to meditate upon the delight of saints. That means Joseph was a unique saint. Why was he unique? First of all, because he is called to be next to Mary and Jesus. No one else, no other saints had that relationship with Mary and Jesus that Saint Joseph had. Saint Gregory Nazianzen says that Mary is the highest saint in heaven because she is the mother of God. But then after her, the next saint is Saint Joseph. So in a way, we can say that Saint Joseph is the highest saint of all. Why? Because Mary and Jesus, yes, They are humans, but they have something special. Joseph is equal to us, is totally the same, only natural father, only natural nature. He doesn't have any divine nature in him, any divine special attributes. So, Joseph, as a human being, is the highest of all saints. Why? It is the highest because, first of all, he had a unique place in the history of salvation. When God the Father knew that he was going to send the Son on earth, he thought about Mary because Jesus needed a woman in order to receive the flesh, the body, a human body. But he also thought about Joseph because Mary could never been accepted, especially in a Jewish society, if she didn't have a husband. You know, the law of Moses required that a woman with baby before marriage would have been totally ostracized. Actually, she would have been killed by lapidation, by stoning. So Jesus would never been able to exist if it wasn't for the husband of Mary, Saint Joseph. Also, Jesus received the name as a son of David because of Joseph. He wouldn't have been able to call himself son of David if it weren't for Saint Joseph. So you see that in heaven there is Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. The human nature is present in heaven through these three first saints, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Joseph has the third place, but it is above any other saints. Saint Joseph is also above the angels. Why? Yes, because you see, Saint Joseph was husband to Mary. Saint Joseph was the father of Jesus. Imagine that Jesus doesn't call any angel, not even Saint Michael, the father, or he's not submissive to any angel, but he is submissive to Joseph because Joseph is his father. So you see that Joseph is above all angels because Jesus is related and submissive to him as a father. So this is to give us the great confidence in Joseph, because everything that Joseph asked for in heaven, he will receive. Because as much as Joseph was the head and the father of Jesus and the spouse of Mary, as much as Joseph has an authority over the Holy Family, so much now he has authority in heaven. Whatever he's asking Mary and Jesus, he can receive not only for love, but also because he has authority over Jesus and Mary. So it is important to have this confidence. Whatever we ask Jesus, we will receive. Remember Saint Teresa of Avila, she has a great devotion of Saint Joseph. She used to say, I wish everybody would go to Saint Joseph, because then they would receive, everybody would receive his graces. I'm going to close with a little distinction between adoration and reverence and devotion. You see, for Jesus, we use a word, latria, which means adoration. But then it says we have another word, doulia, which these are Greek words, that means reverence. And hyper, doulia means the highest. Reverence is for Mary. We don't adore Mary, we only reverence Mary. But then it says the protodoulia means the first reverence is for Joseph. So adoration is for Jesus. Reverence, the highest reverence is for Mary, but the first regular reverence for all the saints is for Joseph. I like to close to inviting you to have this tremendous confidence in the power of Saint Joseph. He can do everything he wants because he has not only the love of Mary and Jesus, but he also has the authority as head of the Holy Family. I invite you to do your prayers, and you can do the litanies on page 233 of your book, and the memorare to Saint Joseph on page 240. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.